guys, I'm Lauren Vitale, and on this episode of Lauren in Kitchen, I want to share with you my recipe for my pumpkin white chocolate chip cookies. I went there, and I'm hoping you go there with me when you remake these. They're so good, so easy, and now it's this time of year where we get a lot of baking going on, we get a lot of cookies to make, and I figured I'm going to add another cookie recipe to your repertoire because these deserve to be in your cookie box this week, this year for the holiday season. They're really easy to make. The ingredients are very basic, but they're just all the right ones. You start off with some all-purpose flour, pumpkin pie spice, salt, baking soda and baking powder, granulated sugar and brown sugar, white chocolate chips, unsalted butter that's nice and soft at room temperature, pumpkin puree, an egg, and vanilla extract. That is it. Get your oven preheated to 350. I've got a couple of baking sheets ready with some parchment paper, and we are ready to rock and roll. I'm going to make mine in my standing mixer just because I like to make things a little bit easier on myself, and it's just the easiest thing ever. You are going to add your unsalted butter that's been softened at room temperature to your mixer, and this has been fitted with a paddle attachment, and I'm going to add both kinds of sugar. And I'm going to just lift this up and cream them together. Take that down for a second, give it a nice scrape-a-roo. I want to make sure that everything is incorporated well. And now I'm going to add in my pure pumpkin puree. Now, when you are in the grocery store, I don't know if it's the same in your grocery store that it is for me, but right next to the pure pumpkin puree, right next to the can of pure pumpkin puree, they also sell pumpkin pie filling. You don't want that because that's got already a lot of sugar and a lot of stuff in it. You just want pure pumpkin puree, and then you can add the sugar and the spices and all that stuff so you can control exactly how you want this to taste. So, there's that. I'm going to add my pumpkin puree along with my egg and just a splash of vanilla extract. Not a lot, but a little one. And it's cookies. You need a little bit of vanilla. Okay, lift this up, cream them together, and then we'll add our dry ingredients. That down. I'm just going to take my spoon and mix together my pumpkin pie spice and everything else, just briefly. You don't have to really mix it well. I'm going to add that right in, and immediately you can smell all those beautiful warm spices from the pumpkin pie spice. And I just want to give it a little scrape around the edge, and then I'm going to mix this until they're combined, and now we will add our last and final ingredient. Add the chocolate chips and mix those in. Okay, that is good enough. It doesn't have to mix forever because I do like to give this a nice mix by hand to make sure everything is well incorporated. Now, you could use any kind of chocolate chips. You could use dark chocolate chips, semi-sweet, milk chocolate chips, but today I'm really feeling like white chocolate chips, and I have to admit that I do add semi-sweet chocolate chips to this batter often, but our favorite is the white chocolate chips. There's just something about it. It's a little extra sweet. It's like more of that vanilla flavor. I don't know, but the world is your pickle, my friend. You pick the chocolate chip that you like. So as long as the batter looks like this, you can add whatever your heart desires. And that is a gorgeous batter. Okay, I'm going to take my baking sheets. I'll do one at a time. I've got my handy dandy ice cream scoop, about 1 tablespoon size. If you don't have a little ice cream scoop, by all means just use 2 regular spoons and it'll do the job perfectly. And then it's just a question of forming your cookies and setting them apart just so that they don't touch. And that's it. I've got my cookies formed. I have 2 baking sheets done. I also have a little bit more batter, but cookie dough. I'm going to put this away in a container and stick it in the fridge because tomorrow night I've got my brother and my sister coming over for dinner, and I will make them fresh cookies with dough already ready. So it's perfect for that. They're going to go into my oven that's been preheated at 350, and they'll be in there between 12 to 14 minutes. Keep an eye on them. You want them to be a beautiful golden brown around the edges, and then let them cool completely, and I'll show you what they look like when they're there. My cookies were in the oven for around 14 minutes, and they're exactly how they should be. They're beautiful, lightly golden brown color. They don't flatten out a whole lot if you want your cookies to be a lot not as domed, a bit more flat, add an extra egg. If you add 2 eggs, you'll get your cookies to spread out a little bit. For me, this is the perfect consistency because they are chewy but a little bit cakey, and I love that. Very similar to the cookies we made last year, to the pumpkin cookies we made last year with that like that butter glaze that are just delightful. These are very similar to that in texture, and they are just smelling like, I don't even know, they smell fantastic. They have a really good crust. I'm trying to show you every single bit. They have a really good crust. It's lovely golden brown. I love that. It's nice and chewy. Perfection. They are chewy, yet soft. They are everything. These cookies are perfection. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get this recipe. Please recreate them and share a picture with me on social media. I would love to see your recreation. I hope that they make it to your holiday cookie exchange basket, because I know that these are going to be on our list of cookies to make to hand out for the holidays. So, hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Lift this up and cream them together. Oh, stop. That was a little bit much. A normal speed is what we want. Okay.